Well, good morning. So, first hike 2026. I'm excited. I'm back at the Delaware Water Gap in an area that I really enjoy, Upper Hornbecks Trail here, and it's just lovely. If you can see over my shoulder, we've got some nice water flowing. I shouldn't say flowing because most of it's frozen, but the time that I've been here in the past, which has been primarily summer and fall, it's been just a trickle. We hadn't had much water, but there was a fair amount of water in this area now. So my plan is to get some shots here. I'm going to get some close-up stuff. I'm going to do some wide angle, try and get some broad pictures. Going to use the 50 to 200 periodically to try to get some vignettes. Plan from here would be to head down to Lower Hornbecks after this, see if we can find some interesting things there. And then if all goes as planned, I'm going to work my way over to Tom's Creek and try to find some imagery over there. So let's take a look at our opportunities. My hope for the day is to get some broad-based overall pictures of this beautiful waterfall and some of the waterways surrounding it. In addition, my plan is to try to capture some smaller vignettes in some of the more obscure areas. Here's an example where you can see the water cascading over that one small rock. I'm going to try to spend some time at this location and concentrate on that aspect. I am positioning myself in different locations to get what I hope is the most desirable composition. For me, this image gives me two important strong elements. One is I wanted the smaller ice formation to play a prominent role in the image, and two, I liked having the rock with the water cascading over it central to the composition. In this particular image, I let my imagination run a little wild in that I saw the skeleton head of a T-Rex. I thought it was time to wrap up until we noticed a small waterfall in a ravine to the left of the trail. This turned out to be something that had some very nice compositions. It was a bit dicey because of all of the ice getting to the base of this waterfall. I tried several compositions, but liked this one as one of the best. If I wanted to keep to my plan, I knew I needed to get going back to the trailhead. I also knew I wanted to grab a couple of shots at the top of the falls. This is an area on the cliff above the previous waterfall on my way back to the trailhead. This is a map showing the area I was at. As soon as I got back to the car, I jumped back on Emery Road and did a loop down to Route 209 to get to the trailhead of the Lower Hornbecks. As you can see, the upper and lower trails are only a short distance apart, but the section connecting these two is closed. Now on to another favorite trail, Lower Hornbecks. This is yet another bridge on the trail. It's a little challenging with the ice, but Cooper makes it look like a walk in the park.
those of us with only 2 legs, it was a little tricky.
So I just made it up to Lower Hornbecks waterfall, and it is just spectacular. I've never seen it in the condition like this, with it being mostly frozen. It's really quite beautiful. There are some really nice ice formations along the way that I saw coming up here. On the way back, I'm going to try to grab a couple shots, just some different little vignettes, but take a look at this incredible waterfall.
While studying the scene, I noticed ice on the rock walls and thought I might be able to grab some shots highlighting the icicles. Working my way back to the car and heading over to my last stop, Tom's Creek. This is a location that every time I hike it, I find something new. And of course, there are some of my forever favorites. As in the case with Hornbecks, I'm so glad I have snow spikes on my boots. All of these locations would have been a real challenge without them. As in the case with the Hornbecks, my plan is to show you how I go about finding compositions here. Again, my typical approach is to look at the big picture and then drill into a smaller vignette. This is one of my favorite stops, which is about halfway to the end of the trail. But more from this spot on the way back, as something else caught my eye. I noticed the blue heron flying overhead. I suspected he was looking for a tree that had quick access to the creek for an afternoon snack. Fortunately, I had the 50 to 200 millimeter with me, which was perfect to catch a few portraits of my new friend. Staying with the 50 to 200, I continued my search for vignettes of some of the partially frozen waterways along this beautiful creek. It's fun to see how they change from non-winter months into these abstract type compositions. In all of these cases, I'm shooting with either the high res or the live ND modes on my camera. The reason being is that it slows the water movement, and for me, that creates a much more pleasing image. Cooper reminded me we needed to head back down to the spot where I said I would return to. By the way, last year he officially became a Bark Ranger with the National Park Service for the Delaware Water Gap National Recreation Area. As I wrap up this video, I said I would return to a favorite spot at the halfway mark. I've taken many images from this location from about the past 15 plus or minus years. What I like and dislike is that Mother Nature changes the canvas every so often, but every time I come here, I always find a composition to my liking. And on this day, it is this image. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I look forward to seeing you on the next adventure.